Welcome back to episode 2 of my road to 2200. I won my last game, which I shouldn't have won my last game. It was bad on both sides. He low-key threw that one to me, and I'm totally fine starting off the series with a bone. Totally okay. But yeah, gonna get into game number 2 and see if we can push higher. So, edit, huh? All right. So for our next game, I'm playing with the black pieces, and I'm playing against Mahesh Prasad 11. I actually do think I've played against them before. No, I have not, but I am going to play a modern defense. This is an opening that I have been working on. In my free time, I know a good chunk of the moves, kind of just keeping the bishop, like fianchetto it immediately and put it on this diagonal, and then slowly develop on the side of the board. So like here, I'm going to play this. And he's probably going to play trying to trade off my bishop immediately with a queen move here. But I don't really need to react to that. Okay, so that's already interesting. I can continue to develop like how I've been doing. I could just bring out my knight. If he pushes, I can actually just go back. I could also just continue with my original plan, since it seems like he might castle queen side. He's pushing these 3 pawns, so more than likely his king is going to go this way. Now, I can develop. I can also develop with an immediate tempo on this pawn. If he pushes, I can bring it to the center and hit his bishop, and then proceed to like reinforce it. I think I will. I can also just develop my knight. Same deal. But I will develop my knight with a threat on the bishop. I mean, he could just bring out his knight, you know? What am I saying? Bring out my knight with the threat on the bishop. I don't know. But just develop with a tempo, and he has to react to that. His light square bishop really is it's gonna be difficult for him to figure out where it goes. And then also I can always jump my knight here and hit the bishop if I know I can capture it. I typically won't jump my knight to the edge of the board if capturing the bishop isn't like guaranteed. So somebody just sent me a challenge. I can't accept that. I can continue. I think the plan is develop my knight, attack the pawn, and then play bishop here. I think that is totally fine. Okay. Now I am just going to develop here. How do I want to do this, actually? Honestly, I think I might just castle. He's taking a lot of space, but I'm getting the structure that I like typically like. Yeah, and then he just okay. He's playing very, very interesting. Like a lot of pawns are coming forward, but I don't necessarily need to react to that. I might try to take space on the side. There's also sometimes a move like here, and then I jump my knight into the center. He could push, you know. I could also play a slower move. I could immediately go here, but I don't necessarily like that. I kind of do just want to play the immediate b5 and then give a square for my bishop. I think, honestly, that would be totally fine. I do kind of like playing d5 if he pushes knight here. But at the same time, it's like, how am I going to mess with his structure, you know? So I think I will just try to take space on this side. Develop my bishop like this, bring out my rook. Maybe just play e6, drop my knight back, and just play kind of like a very cagey approach. That's what I typically like to play. After all, I am the cager. I was saving a moment for like an invincible title card. If you know the show, you know what I'm talking about. Now I could just develop my bishop. That'd be fine. Could also play here. He's doing a lot of weird shit that I don't necessarily appreciate. Honestly, just developing my bishop, getting threats here. I might want to play like this. Yeah, he defends. I could also go here and try to play like that. I think that would honestly be totally fine. It would activate. Yeah. I think here trying to play for e5. Now I do need to slow down a little bit. I'm going a little bit radical, going a little bit fast. And I have 30 minutes on the clock. I guess I've used 3 minutes. I'm chilling, honestly. Now, do I want to play this? Because if he pushes, I drop back like this. And generally, I think I'm happy. This would also kind of open up my bishop a little bit. Like, and if he, yeah. I could also rotate my knight, try to place it here. But I think I need to play e5. I have sufficient pieces going after it. Also, if he pushes, I can play this. And he takes. Take with the pawn back. That was the idea. And now I'm threatening, well, not necessarily right now threatening to capture, but I can always rotate my knight out this way. Bring this knight. I don't really want to play f5 ever, now that the position isn't locked. If the center was locked, like let's say his pawn was pushed, then f5 is more viable, as I don't have to worry about the light squares on my king. But this position is already very wacky and weird and whimsical. And I think I'm fine. Like, I think we got out of the opening just okay. Both my bishops are where they want to be. And since the center is opening up, my bishop's just going to get stronger, which is very nice. If he pushes, can I jump into the center? Take. Yeah, I can. But do I want to do that? So I have the opportunity to jump into the center. Is that like ever something I would want to do? Is my piece just going to get stuck? I can always capture. You know, so there's that. I could also just drop back. But I kind of like going into the center. Yeah, if he attacks, I'll just take his knight. Oh, man. Maybe not. Maybe I should just drop back, try to play f5 now. Maybe I can rotate my knight out this way. I can also do this and then try to play f5. It's either typically, okay, going forward is generally the better move. I'm just going fully based off of that principle alone that my knight would be happy there. Okay? That's all I got. And I actually do have some ideas. Take, push, you know, if I can get my rook here, or maybe bring my queen. But I do think knight to d4 is fine. I'm low-key getting swarmed. But, and there is a but, I don't know. I don't know what the but is. So yeah, now I'm forced to capture. And then he probably takes with the queen, which, I mean, isn't the best thing for me, but it's what I chose to do. And it takes with a knight. Oh, yeah, fair, I guess. Now I could just honestly go like this. And then try to play forward. I could. I don't think I have this right away. Loki, actually, I think I might. Yeah. Because I take with a pawn, and then I'm threatening to push again. Thankfully, my knight and bishop are protecting. And then also, you know, my bishop can really activate here. I do need to eventually slide my king over, but I do actually really like f5. I said that I really liked the move last time. I was like, oh, I really like e6, but it was quite literally the worst move in the position, which I found hilarious. Okay, so I can push make his bishop move. I don't know if I want to lock the position like that. I could also just take, and then this pawn would become weaker. I can like take, knight here, and then I'm threatening to push. I like that a lot, actually. Oh, but I have to be cautious. My knight is protecting the pawn, and if I move it here, his knight could capture. But it can't capture right away because I have tempo on the bishop. Okay. That's my logic. And I'm also threatening to recapture the pawn, you know? So I think that this is good. Because if he goes here, I can take with my knight and just be happy, you know? I like this little exchange that we had. I think it benefits me a lot, and his D pawn is going to be very weak. I think I am just recapturing it because he has to move his bishop, you know? So that's good. Yeah. Nice. I'm happy with how this game is going. It's a lot better than the last one. Well, I don't know. Maybe I was playing bad moves. Okay, so he pins my knight. Do I have any cool things that I can do with sacrifices? I don't think I do. I can't take. Okay. The knight pin is very interesting. I can go up. Honestly, I think that's totally fine. It fixes his weakness, and I do still have the threat of taking the pawn while also protecting my central pawn. And he would have to give up his dark square bishop. I would get the bishop pair if he were to take. So I think that this is fine. It also develops my queen, gets out of the pin. Now I'm threatening to recapture. Yeah, he takes. Honestly, probably take with the rook. Then I can double. You know? That might be good. I can also take with a bishop, but I might want my bishop on this diagonal. I would like the eyes, but I can also put my rook here and maybe have some threats over there. I can also bring my rook like this. I think, honestly, taking with the bishop is probably better. Probably is. I actually, the reason why I'm doing this is because I don't want his knight jumping either way over here and trying to slot. So I think I'm going to take with the bishop. Because now these knight moves are not available. It controls the knight a little bit. Whereas if I took with the rook, he would have knight here and he would be able to jump here. And that would be very bad for me. Okay. So he slides his queen over. Now I'm thinking I just bring my rook. I don't actually have to really respond to this. I can just I could just develop my rook, you know? I also need to move my queen out of the diagonal, or move my king out of the diagonal, but like right now I can put sufficient threats on the pawn to where he has to respond to it. Okay. I'm checking my phone for texts. I need to respond to that. I can't wait like 30 minutes. Okay, hold up. I apologize. I am reading texts. I am not cheating. Okay. Like, okay, perfect. Okay, so she brings her rook, or they bring their rook. I don't know Okay. Now, I want to get my king out of the way. I can also bring up my rook. I can play this very patiently. I don't necessarily really need to do anything. So yeah, I will just bring up my rook one and then maybe double and then just continue putting pressure here on this pawn. I think that's my best bet, honestly. Really? Hmm. Okay, that is interesting. He's threatening to push. I don't think I can allow that, so I do just have to take. Yeah, he takes with the queen. Now putting pressure on this pawn. But not really, because I have two pieces defending it. So if I wanted to, I could just bring over my other rook and still be fine. Because I have sufficient defense. All of my pieces are good and well defended. I also have checks I can give. So that's always something I need to look out for, is this check, seeing the diagonal. But I do think I'm just putting sufficient pressure. I actually don't think he can defend the pawn anymore, which is actually quite good. So, okay, I'm checking my checks once again. Okay. I actually really like my position. I really like my position. I think I am straight cooking right now. Call me Gordon Ramsay because I am Gordon and my last name is Ramsay. I such a such a stupid goddamn joke. Okay. It's not even a joke. It's just a statement. I do just win the pawn. I can't. Well, hold on. I have to think about it a little bit. Okay. So he has 3 attackers. I have 3 defenders. I can. What can I do? I was thinking about a move like this, trying to slide my bishop here, you know? Diagonals are fun. I can also just give a check right now. I don't think I can really push this pawn. Maybe I want to... Yeah, I can't add any more attackers. Unless I add my pawn. But I don't know if that's worthwhile. Okay. Can I start any attack? Like, I have this move. Actually, I really don't think I do, because he can push. I might just bring my king up. Bring my king up one. I think that would be totally fine. Yeah. And he can double his defense, but then his pieces are kind of static. And I might be able to... I can't do that yet. Give a check and then play it? Does that have some meat? That might have some meat. I don't know. I can also just slowly develop my position over here while he can't really do anything. You know, there's going to come a time where he has to make a move. Oh, okay. I think this game is going a lot better than my last one. Yeah, and he just brings his rook. Now, like, I could just go here. You know? And, like, slowly develop. Or just go here, prevent this from ever... Ooh, okay. I can give a check. Does that do anything? Not really. I can give a check. If he blocks, do I like... Can I do anything fun? I don't know. Um. What can I do? Hmm. Yeah, because he has all of the defenders that he needs because he is apparently just that guy. How do I attack here? My bishop needs to be improved. Maybe I think I might just play this and just kind of, because I kind of want to avoid this move. So I might go here. And then maybe shuffle my queen over to the left side of the board and kind of try to put pressure on the bishop maybe. I think I'll do this. Yeah. Just kind of like a non-move, but also like I want to bring my queen here. This pawn push doesn't do anything now. And now if he goes here, I could just take. And I'm winning a pawn. So he doesn't have this move anymore. And now just like also, now I have this check and he can't block. Check, can't block. I can try to go here, but I don't think that really does anything. But I think my position is fine. I think it's totally fine. Drink some water. Remember to drink water. I'm actually doing a caffeine detox right now. Like actually, like I would drink if you're on my stream, you would know. I literally had a Celsius a day for like 4 months. Okay? And now I have not had a single energy drink in the last week. And dude, the headaches. Oh my goodness. I wish that upon nobody. The headaches suck. They're not good. No. Oh man. But I like my position. I think it's good. You know? I think it's totally fine. I don't know how either of us progress. We're kind of just deadlocked right now. Valorant mention? No. Brings his king. Whoa. That's spicy. That's very spicy, actually. That's pretty fun. I still don't think I can push this. Oh, now there's no check. That's probably the purpose. Porpoise? Like, I kind of want to infiltrate over here. But I don't really know what that does. Like, if I get here, then what? You know? If I push, can he push the pawn? No, right? Because I can take. And I'm defending it sufficiently. Oh, I gotta be careful about my bishop, actually. So if I go here and he pushes, this, luckily, actually defends my bishop. Hip, hip. How do I want to do this? I will just shuffle a move. This doesn't really actually, like, commit to anything. It just kind of moves my queen, you know? And that's fine. I just kind of need to start... Maybe I need to pick up the speed a little bit. And just kind of shuffle my pieces a little bit more. If he pushes, can I just take his bishop? Because then it takes, but then I win again. So I don't think he can push. I could low-key, like, stop it. Now... Really, he does that. Huh. Okay. I can immediately go and hit his bishop. But he's actually hitting my pawn with 2 pieces. So do I do this? That's a little bit... It's blockading his pawn a little bit. Not sure how effective it is. But I am, like, kind of getting fully... I am fully blockading it. He has an isolated pass pawn. And I'm setting up maybe this eventually. I do want to eventually get something here working, but I just don't see it. Oh, man. Brings his queen back. Really? Okay. Really? Can I push now? No, I can't. What about dropping my bishop back one? Now that his queen is off the diagonal. Literally just shuffling. Like we are just shuffling. Am I threatening to take now? The answer to that question is no. Maybe I get over here and I try to play something like this. I really don't know how to proceed. Maybe I have this now, actually. If he pushes, I can take. Maybe actually, yeah, I can play this. Well, if he pushes, actually, I'll take the bishop. But what if he just takes? Yeah, I did. It literally does not accomplish. Well, then I can take with my bishop. And then I have some more movement over here. And it would also clear up any weaknesses. I don't think that works. I'm going to do it. Yep. I have played c5. Now this comes with a check, which is mighty, mighty fine for me. Takes en passant. Take the rook. He has to take with his bishop. And then I can actually push. But I kind of want to take first. Do I have any tactics here? I can push. He takes. Oh, man. I do think just take and then trying to play here is good. Yeah, he could have taken on passant because now I really like my position. And I am just straight up threatening this fork. I don't know how he responds to it. You have to play like queen here. But then I could take. And then I would be able to take. That is actually mad. If he goes here or here, I can take. Because then I can push. That's good. That's good. Hey, hey, big brains. Big brains. And he slides out of the way. I can take. I can take and then push, right? Take. I mean, either piece. Take. If he takes with the rook, I push. It can go take, take. Oh, man. Is he going to have, like, rook here? Okay. And I mean, if I just push right away, take, take. Like if I just push right away, starting to take, I take back with my bishop. He can't take. I would go up in exchange. But can I take the rook first? Take. Push. I also have ideas like taking this immediately and then going for this check. Oh, man. Okay. Can I... Oh, this is tough, actually. Can I take the bishop? Because pushing just wins a piece, right? Like... Well, it doesn't because it's take. Well, then if he takes with a bit... Yeah. Oh, because my bishop is protecting my rook, actually. So pushing is just winning. Pushing is just winning. Because I forgot that my rook actually... My bishop actually does protect my rook. So if he were to take here, I can take. If he were to take, I can take. And then he can't take the pawn back, and I win a piece. Yep. That is just winning. Yes. Ah! Bang! Hype. Hype as hell, actually. Oh, this is a great game. I'm actually super pleased with how I played this. I just need to, you know, not cook myself. We looked at this. And now he just loses a piece. Because my bishop actually does protect my rook if he were to do this. That's what I miss, is that my bishop protects. So this line doesn't work because my bishop. Oh, hello. Sorry. I hit my mic. Take the rook, take the knight. I'm winning. I do have to make sure that this isn't a draw, though. I think I can immediately start going after the pawns. And he can't defend it. Push. Bishop here. And I'm going to win a pawn on the side of the board. Push again. I could take. Oh, absolutely huge, dude. Oh. I just got to make sure that there's no draws, you know? Because this could very well be a draw. Now I'm going to get my pawn. I need to keep my pawns alive. Frankly, I need to... Yeah, I need to bring my king first and foremost. Yeah, bring my king. Okay. Now I just need to clean this up. Just clean it up. I'm just up a full bishop. Hell yeah. Cool. This is so lovely. I love it when chess just works, you know? Okay. I want to get my pawns on dark squares. And then try to prevent him from trading. Because I can't checkmate with just two bishops. Just a pro tip. So he definitely has drawing chances, which I am worried about. I think I can give a check. If he goes here, it just loses. Because I'll win a pawn there. Okay. I should attack here. So he can't place his bishop here. And then I do want to start bringing my king more. So I can go here, kind of stabilize both of the pawns, and then bring my king all the way up. He won't have any captures or pushes. Maybe 2 pawns on the edge of the board isn't great. So maybe I should have prevented this. But then again, take, and then I can push. And then I am protecting both of my pawns. This is way more complicated than it needs to be. My next line will probably be to push. If I can get, I don't know. I really don't know. If I could try to trade off his bishop, I would just be completely winning. I do want to bring my king. I want to attempt to bring my king. I want to play a move like this, but I'm worried. Just a smidge. Okay. If I can bring my king here. I'm worried about this. So if I go here, he pushes, I take. Then he goes here. I can defend the pawn. Yeah, okay. I can defend the pawn with my bishop, and then it's just kind of stuck there. And then I would pick up the other pawn, the light square pawn, or this pawn. Oh, is he just going to be able to shuffle back and forth? I don't think so. He can go here. Oh, okay, lock in. I can just bring my king over to his, and then I may have checks I can give. I can also go here and then try to push. Oh man, I don't know. I wouldn't even be able to bring my bishop there. How do I do this? Okay. Trying to give him a check. And that would force his king to the corner. And then I could play like here. Oh, I win. Check. And then I win a pawn. Perfect. Okay. We got it. We got the pawn. We got the pawn. We had the right idea. We got the pawn. We have all the time in the world. He literally cannot do anything. His king cannot come forward. It can literally just shuffle here. I ain't gonna lie, this better be the nastiest checkmate of my life. I can go here and he can't stop checkmate. This is checkmate. He has no way of stopping it. Bang, baby! And that... Oh, well, he can. Okay. I don't want to get stalemated now. Okay, I can still take or check. He has to go here, and then I can give a checkmate. That's just forced. Check. Has to come down. That's checkmate. GG's. Bang, baby. Dude, I thought I played this game awesome. This was a really fun game to play, and that end game was, like, study-worthy. Oh, man. Of course, hey, honestly, okay, look. Chess.com gave me, sorry. Chess.com gave me 87.1% accuracy. I'm actually very happy with that. I thought I played this game very well, and I had good tactics. Granted, okay, the beginning, so-so. I didn't really know what the hell I was doing. Dropping the knight back wasn't the move. Did I need to play e5? Yeah, e5 is the move, but I just couldn't really calculate it. I'm gonna be real. I drop back, then I play e5. Hey, look at that. My knowledge of putting the knight in the center is better. It is the best move. Rather, I did the thing. Yeah, going back. Okay, sorry. I did it. God, I'm so sorry. I did the thing. It happens a lot on stream. I didn't really know what I was doing here. Dropping the knight back was bad. But you know, playing e5 here, notice how, like, I literally had a point where I was like, going to the center is generally just better. Going forward is a better move than going back, and it is. Like here, going here drops the eval to plus 1.5, while going forward only puts it at 0.8. I liked f5. Apparently, it isn't the greatest. It wanted me to play knight to b6. I mean, yeah, makes sense. I take, bring the knight. I was very happy with my play here. I thought I completely equalized. I liked my reasoning of taking it with the bishop. But it says, yeah, actually all three pieces are basically the same. I mean, taking with a rook is better, but I liked my bishop logic. Yeah, take. I didn't have any other move other than to take. Because if he gets this off, I'm just losing. Brought my king up, brought my bishop back. Oh, dude. This being the best move. I mean, there's like 17 different moves that'll keep equality. Yeah. And I just shuffled. I'm happy that this worked. This was a mistake because I found the winning idea. Yeah, only move in the position. Beautiful. Dude, look at that. Oh, cleaned up. And then I actually thought I played this very well. I did get low-key very scared that it was going to be a draw, but eventually I do just win. Bam, checkmate. Look at that checkmate. Beautiful cinema. All right. That's episode 2. Dude, we're starting on a hot streak. Bang, bang. Okay. Peace out. Bye-bye.